Slide deck. Sounds kind of fancy, right? I'll save the origin of this term to the end of this video. So if you get to the end, there's a special little surprise waiting for you there. If your company's slide decks are in need of a makeover, you've come to the right place. I'll walk you through some of the presentation design best practices and tips to help you create wow-worthy presentations that don't look like you're presenting in front of a 6th grade classroom. Presentation design is both an art and a science. Yeah, I went there. While you want your slides to be aesthetically pleasing and enjoyable to look at, your main goal for presentation design should always be to make your content as digestible and memorable as possible for your audience. By applying some key design principles, you can create slide decks that will both impress your audience and help deliver a more effective presentation. In this video, I'm going to walk you through not 6, not 7, but 8 presentation design practices that you can use whether you're designing in PowerPoint, Keynote, Google Slides, Pitch.com, Canva, or God forbid, Microsoft Paint. But before I show you the goods, if you found this video helpful or inspiring, or even just slightly entertaining, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more videos on how you can level up your design and marketing. Okay, great. So let's get right into it. Here are 8 presentation design best practices. Number 1, think about your slide design last. Before you dive into any presentation design ideas, you need to think about what you want to say. What's your main message? What are the supporting points? Who is your audience? Do they already have all the data or the information, or are they coming in blind? Once you've figured out those key details, you can start thinking about your slide design. Remember, your presentation needs to stand on its own. Your slides are just a visual aid to enhance your words, but the content needs to come first. If you can pull off your presentation looking like this, then you can be damn sure it's going to be amazing looking like this. Number 2, keep it simple. Don't put everything you're going to say on your slides. This is not an essay. You want your audience to listen to you, not read your deck. So overloading your presentation with designs and text is one of the best ways to lose their attention. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 1 key point per slide. Anything more than this can start to get messy and hard to follow. Number 3, make it accessible. Your text might be readable on your computer screen, but just think, is it legible on a projector screen? Or what about a mobile phone? What about a Tamagotchi? Would an audience be able to understand your infographics from the back of a theater? Or how about that investor you've been riding the elevator with on your way to work that you've been practicing your pitch for in the mirror every morning? For maximum readability, follow these guidelines. Use large type sizes, use high contrast colors, and avoid fancy script style typefaces. And probably Comic Sans too, just stay away from that one. Number 4, pick your fonts carefully. If you use a third-party font, you could run into some compatibility issues, particularly if you're handing the presentation off to another device to present it. If they don't have the custom font installed, it may end up looking like Egyptian hieroglyphics. Yeah, that's awkward. PowerPoint can technically use any font, but it works best with the system fonts on Mac or Windows. On the other hand, Google Slides only works with fonts in the Google Font Library. These are web fonts that are widely popular, quite compatible, and overlap with system fonts. Bottom line, stick to standard fonts if you don't want your text coming out looking like Braille. Number 5, limit transitions and animations. Most presentation software like Keynote, PowerPoint, and Google Slides come with a lot of effects and transitions. While they might seem fun, most of the time they don't do much to enhance your slides, and they can even be seen as a lazy way to grab your audience's attention. At worst, it could look really cringy. If you do decide to use transitions, stick to the more subtler ones, and stick to just 1 or 2 different transitions. Don't try to use a different transition after every slide. We're not giving a grade school presentation on our favorite farm animals here. Or are we? Number 6, embrace color. Color is a great way to evoke emotion and add emphasis to your slides by highlighting certain words or icons. If you're creating a deck for your brand, make sure to utilize your brand colors. Often, that will include secondary colors that can elevate your design and keep your slides visually interesting. Number 7, consistency is key. Each slide should feel like it's part of the same story. An easy way to do this is to use the same typography, colors, icons, and imagery across all of your slides. Your color, font, and style choices should be derived from your brand guidelines. This will help your presentation feel more cohesive and visually compelling. Working from a pre-built template can help you create a consistent look in less time, but it can also look a little stale. So if you want to create a memorable presentation, take some time to modify those pre-built templates that you're using to match your branding. Or you could even develop a custom template from scratch. Number 8, work with a professional. If you know that design isn't your strong suit, or you've got a ton of decks that you need to design and not enough time to tackle it all yourself, then consider outsourcing your presentation design to a professional. Whether you're looking to update an existing presentation, create a custom design from scratch, or develop a template that you can update whenever you need, we've got your back at Superside. Superside has dedicated presentation designers, illustrators, and more on the team who are experienced in presentation design. And you'll get to work with a dedicated project manager who will make the entire process extremely easy and straightforward. Go to the link in the description or head over to superside.com to learn more. And as promised from the beginning of this video, here's the origin of the term slide deck. The term evolved from a set of slides in a projector tray. The slides collectively were called a slide deck, as in a deck of cards. This means that a slide deck is a collection of slides included for storytelling. So, there you have it, slide decks. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe to our channel for more videos on how you can take your design and digital marketing to the next level.